Hello everyone, I'm Bob Rosalas Baga and I'm here to talk about the case of RA 10175 versus the people of the Philippines. The said case earlier revolves around the application and enforcement of the provisions of the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. The primary focus on it is on determining the constitutionality of the law and whether its provisions regarding office offenses such as cyber libel, illegal access to data, and cybersex are consistent with the rights guaranteed within the Philippine Constitution under the Philippine Constitution. The law aims that it is to address the cyber crimes, protect citizens, and also to regulate online activities to prevent harm. But it has faced backlash and also criticism for its perceived impact on free speech and also privacy. The case originated when certain individuals and organizations challenged the constitutionality of RA 10175. The petitioners argued that specific provisions of the law, such as the definition of cyber libel and the penalties associated with it, violated the constitutional rights such as freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and also due process. In particular, concerns were raised over the potential to overreach and misuse it, especially with the law scope extending to online speech and also to expressions. The Supreme Court of the Philippines received petitions from various sectors such as the media, the civil society groups, and the individuals who felt that the law could lead to censorship and restriction of online freedoms. These petitioners question whether the law is adequately balance security within the preservation of individual rights, particularly where in an era where online communication and social media have become crucial tools for self-expression. The central issues in this case include the constitutionality of the law itself, the RA 10175, whether certain provisions of the law, specifically those addressing cyber libel and illegal access to data, violate constitutional rights, including the freedom of expression, the right to privacy, and also due process. Another one is the vagueness of provisions. Concerns about the ambiguity of some of the terms used in law, such as cyber libel, which critics argued that could lead to arbitrary enforcement and censorship. And lastly, that I can see that is a central issue on this case is the overreach and impact on free speech. Whether the law unjustifiably restricts free speech on the internet by imposing harsh penalties for online speech, potentially chilling legitimate expression. The Supreme Court of the Philippines, in a landmark decision, declared that some parts of the law itself, the RA 10175, as unconstitutional, while upholding others. The court struck down the provision that allowed cyber libel to be applied retroactively, asserting that it violated the principle of non-retroactivity of penal laws. It also declared that the provision allowing the real-time collection of traffic data without a warrant as unconstitutional due to the violation of right to privacy. However, the Supreme Court upheld most of the provisions of the law, including those targeting illegal access to computer systems, identity theft, and also cybersex. Recognizing the need to address the rise of cybercrimes and also the growing use of the internet for criminal activities. The court emphasized that the importance of protecting citizens from cyber threats while urging lawmakers to refine certain provisions to ensure that they do not unduly infringe the constitutional rights. From this case, as a as a student, I have learned that the several important lessons between the balance of security and also the individual rights in the context of rapidly evolving technology. One of it is the need for law in the digital age, which is highlighted in this case. The necessity of updating the legal frameworks to address the unique challenges imposed by the internet and digital technologies. While the increasing reliance on the internet for communications, business, and entertainment. The law like RA 10175 are crucial in ensuring the safety and security of these online spaces. Another one is importance of protecting fundamental rights. While cybercrimes are a real threat, the case also demonstrated the critical importance of protecting constitutional rights, particularly freedom of expression and the right to privacy. It reminded that any law should carefully consider to not impact its basic rights and freedoms, ensuring that it doesn't overreach or impose undue restrictions. Third is checks and balances in lawmaking. The court's decision to reinforce the idea that laws should be and must be carefully crafted and evaluated to prevent potential abuse, and also it also showed that the importance of judicial review in upholding the Constitution and ensuring that the laws align with the fundamental principles. The court's law in declaring the parts of the law unconstitutional was a clear example of the system of checks in and the balances in the action. Lastly, my last takeaway is the evolving nature of the cybercrime legislation. The case taught me that about the complexity of regulating online behavior, as it is a digital landscape that is constantly changing. The law works today. The law that works today may need to be amended as new technologies emerge, and it is crucial for legislators, and judiciary to remain flexible and responsive to these changes. And in conclusion, the RA 10175 and versus the people of the Philippines serves as a essential reminder of the delicate balance between promoting cybersecurity and safeguarding individual freedoms. It also emphasizes that the need for laws are both effective and respectful of constitutional rights, particularly in an ever-changing landscape like this social media of the technology and the internet. And that is all. Thank you. I'm Bob Russell Baguio, and good day.